When I first started my Amazon wholesale business, I wasted so much time and money both on the account setup and just trying to land my first wholesale supplier. So whether you're just starting out or have made some sales and you're looking to scale, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you exactly how to open your first wholesale business so you can sell on Amazon and avoid a lot of the mistakes that I made when starting out. We're gonna go over some important questions like, is an LLC even necessary, and how much do I need to get started to start spending money on wholesale orders? And if you don't know me, my name is Jonah. A little background on me. I started my Amazon reselling business flipping used textbooks and used iPhones, and now operate a wholesale business that does north of $800,000 per month in revenue. We're actively managing over 30 brands in our portfolio, and we sell over 1,000 units every single day. So make sure you stick around because I'm gonna share some tactical tips that really only sellers that are actively selling can give you. So here we are, let's get started. All right, before you jump into the fun stuff and actually source wholesale suppliers, you need to make sure you have the proper foundation and set. So what does that mean? You have an LLC, which means you have a business license, you have a reseller's permit, and you have an Amazon seller account. So many people out there, a lot of you guys watching this, you do all the research, you know everything you need to do, but you're not taking the right actions yet. It's very important in this business, specifically wholesale, to do everything step by step. So there's no point in researching suppliers or products or figuring it out if it's gonna be profitable or not if you don't have these three things. So an LLC, number one, I'll show you how to go through that. Reseller's permit and then Amazon seller account. I don't want to waste a lot of time here. This is a very simple process, but do these things first. So LLC depends on which state you're in. For me, I'm in California. All you need to do is Google your state, LLC, Secretary of State, Department of State. For me, I live in California, so it's California. And on the government website, you're literally just going to go in, fill out your articles of organization, and apply for an LLC. Now, each state has different fees. Looks like it's $70 here to file that online. For whatever reason, if you guys don't want to do this process too, and you don't want to have to form an LLC, you don't want to get a seller's permit, you could always sign up for LegalZoom or any of these companies that you can pay, a couple $100 for, $200 to $300, and they'll do the entire process for you and expedite it. That's always an option. Next up is seller's permit. So for me, I live in California. Like I said, Google your state plus seller's permit and go ahead and apply for one here. If you're not from here, that's still fine, but you're gonna wanna get a seller's permit to the ships to state of your product. So if you're opening wholesale accounts and you're sending it to a prep center in Florida, sometimes it's just better to have the seller's permit to the ship to state if you're getting questioned by a distributor or a brand. So that's something to keep in mind. And then so once you have your LLC, once you have your seller's permit, you need an Amazon seller account. So these are free to create, or you can pay literally $40 a month and have a professional account. I recommend a professional account. You're gonna get more features, you're gonna get the buy box. When you don't have it, you're paying per order, which is fine because you can still get in and you technically have an account. But if you're actually gonna be serious about this business, pay the $40 a month, sign up for a pro. Boom, this is exactly how you're going to list the products, send it into Amazon, get paid. So you actually can't do any of this without a seller account. Now, instead of wasting 10 to 50K trying to figure out this Amazon thing by yourself, click the link below, hop in the community, and we'll give you everything you need to get started and succeed on Amazon the right way. This is an active community of over 160 wholesale sellers who are doing this specific business every single day. We have the answers to your questions. We've been where you are right now. So if you want to skip all the hurdles and the pain you're going to go through, click the link below and let's talk. Now, wholesale can be a very slow game. I'm not going to lie to you. So there will be so many suppliers you guys reach out to and you never hear back. It's not necessarily that they're not interested. It's just that they get contacted by so many people, so many Amazon sellers that want to buy their product, or they want to partner up with them and charge them some retainer fee to then sell their products. So it's a slow game. That's why follow-up is so important. You guys are gonna have to follow up to 99% of the leads you reach out to. And ultimately, a lot of these guys will never get back to you. So if they don't, continuously follow up 2, 3, 10 times until they literally tell you to piss off. Seriously. Now with other suppliers who are better at communication, you might hear back from 48 to 72 hours where you either get approved on the spot or they decline you, and then you'll have to ask why that is so you can go deeper there. And in the meantime, research products, apply to more suppliers, and maybe even plan an in-person trade show, because I'm telling you, even if you don't land a supplier there, the experience you get is second to none. But just to recap, opening wholesale accounts requires 2 investments. Number 1, in the business setup, LLC, reseller's permit. You're gonna want a seller's account as well. But really it is investment in capital. So $3,000 to $5,000 should be enough to get started. There's plenty of suppliers that have no MOQ, which is a minimum order quantity, or they have like a $1,500 MOQ. But just to be safe, having like $3,000 to $5,000 is best. And then you can spread that across a number of different products. Now, you don't need $10,000, you don't need $50,000 to get started. I actually would recommend not spending that on the first go around anyways. So if you have $50,000 and you open an account, still place that $2,000 to $3,000 purchase order as a test order, where you can learn the ropes, you can see how that product sells, and then continue reinvesting, spending on more products, yada, yada. That's how you scale. Whenever I see sponsored ads and things on Instagram where it's like you need $50,000 or you have $50,000, it's usually for a private label brand. That's where you're creating your own brand. We're not doing that here. We're partnering with brands and products that are already existing, already have demand. If you're not building your own brand, the other one is for automated businesses. What I'm teaching you guys here is not an automated business. This is not an automation company. And honestly, if you hear automation, you should be very, very scared, because they want huge sums of capital. You're not putting any work in yourself. If something goes wrong, which it will, what do? You're out.
Wow, okay.
So you can have 50K, that's plenty of money to get started, but with wholesale and reselling, that's why I point people to do arbitrage. If you want to start out just testing the waters, go scan a product at Target or something, resell it, and then when you realize to scale you need to do wholesale, come back here, watch this video, land a supplier, let's get paid.